Hello, world. It's John Pinto, your roving realtor, bon vivant video blogger here today. It looks like I am in the grand parlor at Hearst Castle, but it only looks like that way. I am actually sheltering in place at home, and I am here with Eric from HomeGuard. Eric, is it Syren, like Serenity? Is that your last name?
That's absolutely correct, John.
Very good. And what is your role at HomeGuard, Eric?
I'm a general manager with HomeGuard. I go out in the field and make sure that we're doing everything correctly out there in the field every day.
Very good. And that's a lot of people out in the field. Between your roof, termite, and home inspectors, how many people do you have out in the field?
I would say, with all the branches, we're close to 200 people out there.
Wow. Oh, my goodness, how the Stephenson family has grown. Yes,
Well,
sirree.
we're expanding out into Southern Cal, so we're expanding. Yeah.
Very good. If you need any help on that, I have plenty of contacts down there that I can certainly, that are realtors that I can help you with, and they get our videos, so we can feel good about that.
Good.
And Rafael Betances, tell us a little bit about your role at HomeGuard.
Hey there, everybody. Thank you for tuning in again. This is Rafael Betances. I'm the San Francisco North Bay Accounts Manager. So for any inspection needs, or if you just want to catch up and have a conversation, I'm here, and I'm happy to assist.
Excellent. Do you have any handicaps for us on tonight's Yankees-Rays game, the fifth game, and deciding who's going to go to the American League Championship Series?
Yeah, 2 words, go Rays.
Go Rays. Go Rays. There he is. You heard it out there, Yankee fans. Don't worry. Yankee fans will still continue to use HomeGuard. You have nothing to worry about. So, Eric, certification, I will again direct people to your website, homeguard.com, correct?
Yes.
It's just a plethora of information. Now, as I have mentioned in the past, I have been in real estate for 47 years, and one of the things I always looked forward to was that little certification statement from the termite company. It is hereby stated that the property is free and clear of active infestation, wood destroying pests and organisms, blah, 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 blah. So just to get technical about it, can you mouth what that certification statement usually looks like?
Yes, basically it says the property is now free of any infection or infestations in the visible and accessible areas. And there are actually 3 different types of certification. A Cert 1 would basically mean we've gone out to the property the first time, we've done our inspection, we did not find any Section 1 items, and you have a certification at the end of the inspection. Cert 2 would be if we did find any Section 1 items we have repaired or someone else has repaired and we've come back and re-inspected. Now you get a Cert 2. They're all going to say that the property is now free of any visible infection and infestation, but we have a way of categorizing it. And there's also a Cert 3. There are some cases where both parties may agree that there's one certain Section 1 item that they don't want to fix or they don't care about. We can actually give a Cert 3 and it will say free of any visible infection or infestation with the exception of this one item. So there's a way to still get your certification even without every single Section 1 item being repaired.
So let's reverse engineer that list. So what would be a typical Cert 3 excluded item?
Sometimes it would be, say, a condo or a townhouse. We've got drywood termites. We obviously cannot do a tent because you'd be tenting an entire building. And both parties would agree that they are okay with not doing the tenting, so we can certify without that.
That makes perfectly good sense. Okay, so now we're going to get into that tricky Cert 2.
Right.
And as a listing agent talking to my sellers, we have the standard structural pest control inspection, and there are the recommendations and the bids from HomeGuard. And every now and then I will get a seller going off the reservation stating I want to have Tom, Dick, and or Harry fixing those items, and I tell them we're inputting a lot more friction, a lot more complication, because what needs to happen is you need to have Tom, Dick, and Harry tear all the damage out. HomeGuard needs to come back and inspect that all the damage has been removed, and there is a charge for doing that.
Yes.
And then they have to come back and quote unquote certify somebody else's work, which is tricky.
Right.
So please unpack all of that for us so we understand the implications of it all.
Absolutely. I recommend that you have whatever termite company did the inspection do the repairs, and I'm not just recommending that because I want us to have the work or whoever gets the work. If you have someone doing those repairs that isn't familiar with the Section 1, there could be complications such as, say we called 10 rafter tails on a side of a house and we took a picture of one because we're not going to put 10 pictures of a rafter tail in there. And we come out, and this has happened to me, and they say everything's done. We come out, we look, that one rafter tail that was in the picture has been fixed. The other 9 are not. So now, not only are you having to pay for that inspection, we're going to have to come out another time because not all the repairs were completed, and you're not going to get your certification.
Excellent. That is perfectly good. And I will encourage sellers, realtors, buyers. There are so many points of possible friction and confusion and complication in a real estate transaction. You want to endeavor to make the transactions as simple, easy, and frictionless as possible.
Right.
So I completely agree with Eric. Sign the work authorization and have the quote unquote termite company, in this case, HomeGuard, do the work and forget about bringing in all those other variables.
Right.
And tell us about that that first certification category. What is that about?
Right. Well, the Cert 1 basically means, and this is my favorite kind of inspection, we went out, we didn't find any Cert 1 items. So there was no infection or infestation. We had no termites or fungus damage or anything like that. So we will write up our report. There might be some Section 2 items on there, little fix-its. But other than that, we'll give you a certification on that inspection report, and you'll be free and clear, and any funding or loans will be able to go through smoothly. We won't have any issues with getting things repaired and getting that certification that everyone wants.
And hearkening back to an earlier video, we discussed how if you buy a brand new home, it might be a good idea to put a little tickler in the file in your calendar, a little reminder to have HomeGuard come out and do a home inspection and a termite inspection and even a roof inspection before the builder's warranty expires at the end of, say, a year. So I'm going to think that that is where you might see the Cert 1, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. A newer home or a well-maintained home, a lot of the times the original owners of a home, I love to see it. They take such pride and care of their home. Anytime there's an issue, they get it repaired, and you go in there and you're expecting this, 60-year-old house to have problems. The house is beautiful, nothing to worry about as far as the Section 1. They get the clearance. They did the right thing by the home, and they're doing the right thing by the buyers as well.
And I will mention to the viewing audience that as a longtime homeowner, I've owned my own home since 74, I guess. I do get my house inspected regularly. I don't get it inspected every year, but I get my roof, termite, home inspections done regularly, and I have them do the work and clear it because I just don't want it to accumulate. I want to be preventative. Could you advise us on that approach?
I tell to people all the time when I'm doing presentations in offices, the old commercial used to be you pay a little bit more or you pay a lot later. And these issues aren't going to go away on their own. They're not going to resolve themselves. If you don't take care of it when you first find out about it, it's only going to get progressively worse, and it's going to get more expensive to fix it. Might as well just take care of it right when you find out about it. I recommend every maybe 3 years or so to have all those inspections done on the home so that you're taking care of everything, and any issues that come up, you can complete and keep your home free and clear of any damage.
So, in conclusion, looking at my virtual background, the grand parlor at the Hearst Castle,
Mm.
I'm going to speculate that if we did a termite inspection on that, or AKA a standard structural pest control inspection, there'd be a good chance that we would find subterranean termites, drywood termites, maybe some faulty grade conditions,
Mm.
and probably some issues in the bathrooms. Would you agree with that, Eric?
I would agree. That's a large structure, close to the coast, and there's all kinds of issues you could find there.
Yes, indeed. So you are a plethora of information, Eric. Where can you direct people online in terms of website and tabs to find out about these items we talked about?
Please go to HomeGuard.com. We have lots of information. We have videos. We have repair videos. Pretty much anything you can think of. Just search around our site, and there's a lot of information to find there.
The video library is vast. I have to give you guys credit for being so proactive with that. And Rafael, if it's just too much trouble for people to go to the website and they want to call their concierge Rafael, how do they reach you to get you the information, get them the information that they need?
Absolutely. You guys can email me or you can text me or call me at 707-616-8762. And my email is just rbetances@homeguard.com. That's the letter R, my last name, at homeguard.com.
Very good. And if they have little kids that want to learn how to be a shortstop, can they call you for that too?
Hey, that works too.
You're a right-handed thrower. Are you a right-handed hitter? Or are you a switch hitter or a lefty?
I used to switch hit when I was younger, but I stopped when I was maybe 15 and just stuck to the right side.
When you were batting 059 from the left-hand side?
Exactly. Exactly.
Very good. Well, thank you all for tuning in on our HomeGuard termite certification video, and we will see you on the next page.